Which melee weapon would you use in the zombie apocalypse and why?
I'd have to go for a baseball bat. You don't have to worry about it ever really becoming dull. It knocks heads pretty well. And, I mean, if you have some free time, you can get in a game of baseball or two. I mean, come on.
You know, I think I'd go something with a machete. Way easily cut off their heads, still pretty light, and easy to handle too.
I don't think I would have a weapon. I'm more of a pacifist. I'd try to talk my way out of things and negotiate. But definitely, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
If I had to choose a melee weapon for a zombie apocalypse, I would choose a crowbar because it's easy to maintain, it's heavy enough to crush a zombie skull, and it's light enough to carry around, and it's also very useful outside of combat as well.
Where would you go for shelter and why?
Somewhere well stocked, like a mall, maybe a large grocery store, just somewhere if I need to hold out for a long time, I can, and that would give me enough time to plan my escape from there as well.
Thinking about that, I would head up the mountains, and I'd go to an area off a cliff where I could see people, and I could see them coming, so I'm prepared when they come up to me, if they happen to make it up to me.
Shelter, that's a good question. Man, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of somewhere that would not have any kind of people or large groups or crowds, or someone that maybe just doesn't have a lot of friends, or someone that's just very lonely. That way I know that there'd be at least a radius of protection. I'm thinking maybe Professor Farr's house, because I don't think anyone would be within a 10-mile radius.
If I were to go somewhere to find shelter, I'd probably go to the mountains in the hopes that the virus wouldn't be able to survive at that altitude that's higher up. Plus, it's harder for zombies to climb mountains.
What skills would be most important for survival and why?
Probably the ability to get along with people, and by that I mean the ability to manipulate people. Just sometimes you need some extra food, and sometimes you need distraction. So there you go.
That's a hard one. I think having some medical doctor, something of that background for injury-wise would probably be my top priority of skill sets that I'd want.
Oh man, skills most important for survival. Man, that's a good question. I think that your ability to improvise is probably the most important thing. And I don't mean like thinking quick on your feet, I mean like comedy, like improv comedy. Because I think that if you can make people laugh, then you have a greater chance of outrunning them, kind of like a bear scenario, if that makes sense or not.
I think that the ability to find humor in every situation would help the most. Just keeping your spirits up is really where things are going to be most important. And the ability to keep the situation light is probably, to me, the most important thing.